The versus we all deserve, YG versus the game, that's supposed to be going down today, is in limbo, and it's because of a cold case from nearly 5 years ago. And that cold case would be Drakeo the Ruler, the LA rapper who was stabbed in the neck in a gang fight at a festival in December 2021.
Well, in developing news this morning, rapper Drakeo the Ruler was stabbed to death after a backstage fight at an LA music festival Saturday. Police say the 28-year-old was fatally injured with an edged weapon and died after being taken to a local hospital. Drakeo was among dozens of artists scheduled to perform at the Once Upon a Time in LA festival. After the incident, Live Nation and Snoop Dogg, who helped organize the event, decided to end the concert early. Officers from the LAPD and California Highway Patrol, some equipped with riot gear, kept a watchful eye on audience members as they evacuated the area. They were determined not to see a repeat of the recent Astroworld tragedy where fans were crushed in a panic.
Now I'm gonna give y'all a quick rundown on why people are whispering and there are rumors that YG has something to do with sending Drakeo to the afterlife. You see, in December 2016, Drakeo and the gang would pull up in Carson, California to a pajama party, and things would go left when they saw some people who they weren't cool with. Now, one of the guys would be an Inglewood family member, to my knowledge, named Red Bull. His name is actually Davion Craig Gregory. They would exchange some words, bullets would fly, he would pass away, 2 other people would be injured. And in 2018, they would finally get the link, the police being that they've been looking for, and they would arrest multiple people, one of them being Drakeo the Ruler. Fast forward a few years, Drakeo the Ruler will be acquitted and let out of jail after 3 years in November 2020. Drakeo would hit the ground running, and he would be dissing the person that he allegedly unalived, that he got acquitted for. And we already know how this goes. That means that the Inglewood families would then want to do something to him. They would start dissing back, and an all-out war would start in the streets.
You look at the situation. So how the story was essentially told was Drakeo and them, like, they pulled up, and then I think it was Kels and AB and told Drakeo, yo, you know, there's some Inglewood families here. And then as they are telling Drakeo that, Red Bull is just walking by and they see him and they open fire and they kill him. So did Red Bull and Drakeo or Kels and AB like were they already into it? Like, was their words like exchanged back and forth, or do you feel like this was just some random shit they seen them, you know, they panicked and killed him?
I don't know nothing about that because I wasn't there, so I don't know. But I ain't never met Drakeo in my life. I don't think the homie did either. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah, because
Drakeo, he's in the wrong place, the wrong time. So for somebody to be somewhere at the wrong place, the wrong time, and come on and make songs like they a mass murderer, that's crazy. You got out because you was innocent. You didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? That's my thing. Kels and AB, I can't speak for them. You know what I'm saying? I won't. They in jail. They might got pills coming. I don't speak on anything.
That man speaking on the situation right there is No Jumper host Munchie B. He's part of the Inglewood family, and they say that he was hell when he was well. But he ended up taking a dome shot, losing his vision. So right now, he's kind of like handicapped gang member. Now, the Inglewood family members would have their own situation with Drakeo the Ruler, to the point where he made a diss track called Ingleweird. And in LA, usually if you got problems with somebody, you name that set, you name that member who you got problems with. What you don't do is diss a whole city. And that's exactly what Drakeo did, and he was very unapologetic about it.
They be getting into it with each other, but when it comes to Drakeo, oh no, it's everybody united. So I'm not finna be separating nothing. Fuck all them these weenies anyway. Be a couple people that's like somebody's, but it ain't too many.
well, I hope all that shit gets resolved.
Never.
Yeah.
Now, how does YG come into all of this? Now, I know YG, when Nipsey Hussle was alive, he was heavily affiliated with the Rolling 60s. I don't know how he's now after his death affiliated with the Inglewood family, but they were cool. Maybe somebody can break this down, y'all. I'm from Atlanta. I don't know. But I know that he started associating with them heavy. And all of a sudden, Drakeo was beefing with both of them. Now, I've read plenty of Reddits. They're saying, nah. This beef actually goes back way beyond that. They're saying when YG got shot in 2021 in the hip, that has something to do with Drakeo and the gang. They saying moms and was getting shot up, houses was getting shot up, homies was getting stabbed up. So they're saying this beef actually was a silent beef going on all the way to 2015. Way back then. I don't know how true that is, but I'ma just throw that out there. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Drakeo the Ruler earned his death. I hate talking like that, but he earned it. He didn't want to stop. He was relentless with the dissing. That's all he was focused on. It's like jail did something to him. He wasn't really concerned with business and rap. He just wanted to step down on his enemies, embarrass them, talk crazy, and we know what comes with that. We even seen YG saying, I ain't gonna argue with you. Something just gonna get done to you.
Like, if it's smoke, it's really smoke with us. We ain't playing, you know? So, like, I'm gonna tell the homies the same. Like, if it's smoke, it's really smoke with us. We ain't playing, you know? So, like, I'm gonna tell the homies the same.
Well, according to the streets, YG made through on that promise. Now, this is all alleged. But the rumor is that YG and his affiliates, so that would be the Treetop Pyrus and the Inglewood family, would have an inside security guard at the Once Upon a Time in LA festival where Drakeo died. And he would bring way above the limit of people in his entourage that he was able to bring. And they were able to get right through the metal detectors, allegedly with knives and all kinds of weapons that they were planning to use to attack Drakeo the Ruler. Now, Drakeo the Ruler allegedly came in there, and they weren't even in there for 2 to 3 minutes when things popped off, and he would lose his life to a knife being stabbed in his neck. The case would go cold, but now it seems like after years, things are starting to heat up. YG, on his latest album, would actually address the whole situation in detail. It was kind of like he was giving his side of the story, but the problem is this is an open case. You don't want to put yourself in a corner, because if you ever wanted to say your side of the story to the police, you kind of got to agree with what you already said. You got to stick to that. Your lawyer is probably saying, no, YG, no, what are you doing?
Get the dope, was finna hit the stage, then I heard how y'all heard somebody got hit with a blade. Murdered this, they say I murdered dad. Well, if that was true, you be a rag, and I'd be in the cell sleeping on a rag. But too bad that ain't a rag. All that talking on the app. The streets done, yes, a rap. They want to send me for the city whack. Same ones brought the city back.
Hey man, YG, those mid-level bars were not worth making the block hot, because that's exactly what happened. Now, his homeboy Munchie B would also be feeling the group of this investigation opening a couple weeks ago, where they would come to his job, and the police 12, they would come to his job ready to talk to him and ready to talk to Adam from No Jumper. We know No Jumper is the federal government over there, and this was their discussion.
It don't matter, because I ain't running or shying away from them, because I ain't didn't.
Okay, I'm gonna lay out the whole timeline. Then I'm gonna say what happened, and also what I'm about to say might be the reason why this podcast is cut short. Perhaps.
Yeah, we all see.
Hopefully not. But okay, today at 11 a.m., 11:30, they're back. Same dudes, plain clothes, driving like a regular truck or something, I guess. And they again approach Josh and for some reason offer more information. They say, we're looking for Munchie and Adam, and that we're looking for them because we want to have a conversation about an investigation that we're doing into the murder of Drakeo the Ruler, which was, I can only speak for myself, was mind-blowing to me.
And I know y'all thinking, wasn't no blind man involved in stabbing Draco the Ruler. You're correct. But this blind man still has an operating mouth, pause, and it runs a little too much because he got drunk one day and was arguing on Clubhouse about Draco the Ruler, and he said, man, come on, dog. I be with his killer every day. We pass the bottle back and forth to each other.
No,
man, Draco is dead, bro. What are we talking about? Don't make me disrespectful.
Hold on, homie.
Hey, bro, look. Hold on. Hey, you know Draco shit used to be on the table and ain't there no more, right?
Boy, fuck is you
Hold on. You know Draco shit was on the table and ain't there no more, right?
Me doing, hey, dude. Hold on.
You do know I did. I said fuck Draco and his brother worked there on Friday. You know on there every Tuesday, right?
He choose.
Shut your dumb ass up, bro. You sound, hey, bro. Hey, Draco is dead, bro. Hey, bro, the nigga that killed Draco, I passed the bottle back and forth to him all the time. What are we talking about? Shut the fuck up, bro. You sound dumb. Hey, bro, stop bringing up on, stop talking about LA shit you don't know nothing about.
Now we are here today, and YG has been detained early in the morning in California while the police got a search warrant and went up in his house to look for evidence tying him to the murder of Draco the Ruler. It is officially out that they are looking at him as a person of interest at this point by doing this. And I don't know what he might have in the house. What is the probable cause? We don't know anything yet. But damn, 5 years later, I'm hoping that YG wouldn't be crazy enough to have some type of evidence that's linking him to the case. But you never know. Well, apparently YG was let go. Maybe they didn't find anything that they could link to him at that moment. But I know that in YG's head, his heart is pumping. His brain is all over the place. That's a scary feeling, man. And he got to go to his verses with this. And hey, the verses may not happen. Or maybe they'll come and arrest him while he's performing like they did in Juice to Omar Epps. Yo. Keem's dead. Somebody shot him. Yeah, it's one of those moments. Now, what I will say is, YG, I pray you ain't got nothing to do with it. He's not looking good for you. But this is part of the game, right? This is part of the gangbanging culture. This is part of men's egos. I can't even say when Draco died that I felt too bad for him. I felt bad for his family, his children, you know, the loved ones. But for him, no, because he put this on himself. The man was literally a crash waiting to happen. This is what he wanted. And he went out on his sword, fighting gang members. Isn't that how all the gang members say they want to go out gang banging? I think it's silly. But hey, when you die doing some street shit, isn't that the honor y'all tell them they're supposed to go on? I bet you Draco looking at this right now and saying none of this was worth it. YG probably scared, his stomach probably dropped. And he's trying to go on camera today and perform. Now, I did have him beat in the game. Now I got to reconsider. But I don't know, man. I don't know where they're going with this. Listen, if YG is an innocent man, then more power to him. And I pray that he'll be all right. But other than that, I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. What do y'all think about it, man? Do y'all think YG getting locked up? Do y'all think he getting locked up today during the verses? Is the verses gonna happen? Y'all let me know, man. We out, baby. Boo.
VERZUZ LaFlare.
It's him.